Before I go on with my presentation on the 5-point program, I would like to first of all acknowledge the contributions of this idea from no other than Mr. Jayesh Ranjan, the Vice Chairman and Managing Director of Telangana State Industrial Infrastructure Corporation. Last year, he put this idea in our head, and then I would also have to acknowledge that the idea has not been evolved only by us from GIZ, though we have got a worldwide experience. We are working in more than 130 countries. I myself am chairing the industrial working group of GIZ in the Asian region. So we have been working in Philippines, in Thailand, Indonesia, and China and elsewhere. But this was a very novel idea that we had brought up with this idea that was put in our head. And I would like to also acknowledge all the different partners who have been very carefully selected, which Mr. Jayesh Ranjan has already highlighted. They have experience in their own fields and they have all come forward. And I would also like to acknowledge many of you who have been actively discussing with us in the last couple of months, and the whole idea has come through those discussion processes. So why are we retrofitting? The IT parks here are already in a very good state of condition as compared to many other traditional industrial parks. But why do we retrofit? There is always a scope for improvement, and in his own words, the managing director has already said, we would like to bring in a world standards for you. We would like to bring in benefits while we make the standards at par with the old. We would like to bring improved economic performance. During our talk, before the honorable guests were here, we have been sharing experiences with the companies, and we heard many of them whoever have expressed from different companies, they have already said 30 to 40% savings they have been achieving in the areas of energy and water. I think some of them have already worked on waste management aspects. Some of the participants are already involved in bicycling to work, and that was quite impressive. But we can see that we can go further. We can go miles further to further improve our economic efficiencies and performances. We would like to also see that we improve our environmental performance. Some of you have expressed that you have started working on the environmental elements, but we need to work on certain benchmarks, certain standards, and see to ourselves we are at par with the rest of the world, and see how we can improve ourselves better. It's not only going to help us to bring a branding for ourselves, but it's also going to help both the economic efficiency and the environmental performance will help us to get into improved work environment and employability of the people. I'm sure all of you have said you are already, when I asked the question, how would you like to see your workplaces improving, there was no clear answer on that, but I hope all of you are already enjoying your work areas, but we can still see a lot of improvement that can come into your working areas. Now, the 5-point program, we have put a very focus on that because there is a lot of scope, lot of opportunities, but we would like to get very, very focused. The 5-point program will focus on buildings, will focus on waste management, cycle to work, plantation, and will work on rainwater harvesting. Water is another important resource for us, and some of you have explained that you have one of the companies has saved 100 kiloliters per day of water, which is quite very interesting. But the benchmarks, what are the benchmarks for us? These are the 5 designated parameters by the German Building Council, and they are into certifying the industrial parks. They look into the technical quality, environmental quality, economic quality, social quality, and process quality. So we would like to get into an integrated approach, and we would like to even target that this industrial park eventually gets a German certification, because the German certification, even the Chinese are going for it, because there is a marketing advantage, there is a visibility that comes with these kind of certifications. Now, how does it work? First of all, there would be feasibility studies to estimate and analyze how much can we improve, what targets can we set. We would have measures identified, customized measures for each company which will participate. We will have to have volunteering companies because the measures are to be implemented by you. There is no rule or regulation against it, by which we were working on that. But we would like to have volunteering companies to come forward. We would have partner organizations, which I will introduce to you in my next slides, who will be supporting you through this whole process of guiding you through the work. We would also like to make it clear, the finances are not coming from TSIIC, But we are very glad that many of the companies have already come forward to make their own investments, which is very, very heartening for us to listen to. In addition, there would also be some contributions coming from ILA, as we understand, and we also see the opportunities for grant funding coming from different schemes which are already in place. Now, the green buildings, the first part of the 5 points. Yeah. We will be looking into the insulation, solar energy, and also looking for rating of the buildings. We would be looking into how can we make the buildings even more effective, also beautification. For example, you can go for green roofs, you can go for green walls. There are also international examples. There is a clean tech park in Singapore. You can see the buildings on the left side of the screen. These are coming from Clean Tech Park Singapore. The other one is coming from Clean Tech Park from Copenhagen. So the trend today is to get into clean tech parks. And there is also a lot of opportunity for water use efficiency. You can think about how can you make your equipment, your fixtures efficient. How can you make water harvesting? And the water harvesting can be beautifully integrated into beautification of your industrial parks. Now the green buildings, why do we go for green buildings? There is a lot of energy saving, there are a lot of water savings, there are cost savings, there are reduced operating costs, there are material savings, and above all there is a work environment which improves. So we are targeting at least 30 buildings in these premises, in these 2 IT parks, to be retrofitted into green buildings and certified with the help of IGBC. Now the second element of the buildings would be barrier-free buildings. Here NASSCOM Foundation is working on this as a partner. The idea would be to look into how do we mainstream employment for persons with disability and making information and communication technology accessible. So we have already briefly talked about it. We would have to see how can we strengthen the infrastructure in these buildings that these people can actually come and work. Many of the buildings are today not designed for them to come into the buildings. As you can see some pictures on the left side, you have these kind of situations where they cannot move. Many of them cannot enter into a building. They cannot even access a toilet. But we need to give them an opportunity to work. And there is also an opportunity through the experts would go through these awareness programs, sensitizing and giving you confidence that it will actually work. And there would also be job fairs, career guidance, recruitment drives, so that these people can get employed. And I think this is also going to be a responsible care by the companies to also promote employment. Now, looking at the waste management, the focus would be to look into zero garbage and litter-free, dustbin-free zones. Here the door-to-door collection would come in place, transportation of the waste to the sites, segregation of waste, composting as we talked about, and also to look into how we can make products out of the waste. SRACO, the NGO, will be providing the support for this activity. And it is also foreseen that there will be a society created with poor women employees who can get livelihood out of this activity.